Heading right over another, maybe it's just a spring runoff, melt runoff. Maybe the path of an old glacier. Look how cool this shit is. Yeah, see, the water's going the other way now. As soon as we passed the Jasper Wilmore border was the height of land. Man, where's the trail?
Maybe this is where.
No, the trail will pick up here. This isn't it. This is not it. We've lost the trail. So we gotta just walk along here till we find it, I guess. Fuck me. Coming across this big wash, Tori and I can't find where the trail picks up. So one of us is gonna walk one way and the other will walk the other way maybe, and we'll try to find it, but it doesn't seem to be too obvious. I haven't had a problem losing the trail yet, but whew, hopefully we find it soon. What's that down there?
Down where?
I think this is it. I think it comes across and then goes this way. Yeah, that's it. So I found the trail. You could see that little path there, and then some wise guy flagged it here. Check there.
Right here?
Yeah, but see to your immediate right in there.
Here?
Yeah. So, is that it? All right, I'm gonna go grab my bag. Well, once in a while that happens. You just got, sometimes, you know, it makes sense to just take your pack off instead of searching around with your pack on and wasting more energy. Buck knows how to not waste energy. All right, back on the trail. This, wow, we're killing it on this last stretch. This downhill part's been a lot easier. We found the trail, 8:20. We're gonna make it maybe 2.5 clicks or something. So, Tori, Buck, and I have made it. We thought there's going to be a cabin around here somewhere, and we think there is, but we couldn't find it because it was almost dark by the time we got here, and there's no trail marked from, I don't know, not too far into Wilmore Wilderness, and then a bunch of kind of trails branch off, and long story short, we just started going completely the wrong way without realizing it and got further and further from where we were supposed to go. Lost the trail, had to bushwhack back. Didn't film any of it because we were arguing and broken, and just rolled into camp seconds before dark. And we put in a 13-hour day of travel today. 13 hours, but we made it. So we got a fire going. And we did it. How much sticks do you have in your boots there?
Oh, you want to see?
I switched on to night mode.
Let's see. Oh, should I take my headlamp off then?
No, doesn't matter.
Okay, that wasn't as dramatic as I thought it was going to be. Oh, yes,
My tootsies are airing out. That water's boiling. So would you say day 4 was the hardest day yet?
Day 4 was definitely the hardest in terms of mental anguish.
More. It's probably good. So we made it through Glacier Pass and Desolation Pass today. And we went up this crazy little canyon. We had to cross a creek like over 10 times, which wasn't easy. And then we went up and up. We crossed into Wilmore Wilderness, which is a totally different beast. We're in a very remote location right now, near the Jasper border in Wilmore Wilderness. Tomorrow, we got to figure out exactly where the hell we are, because we're not too sure right now, to be perfectly honest with you. We're not sure where the main trail picks up. I'm a little concerned that the main trail is going to be sort of reminiscent of a squirrel trail in the ability to distinguish it. But, you know, there's a campsite back here, Horsepackers, backpackers, that kind of thing make it in here, so it's somewhere. So we're a smidge disoriented right now, but so that's my concern. But tomorrow the idea is get onto the mountain trail and keep pushing and make it another 20k. Anyways, I'm going to turn this camera off right now and try not to break from exhaustion. Night, everyone. I broke some branches off a tree for kindling because we had some rain last night. And this is just about the best kindling you can have, because these branches are dead and dry and they're covered with old man's beard. Good kindling, it's already covered in tinder. Doesn't get much better than that. 8.5 today, and we're doing good. Yesterday was a tough day. My inReach device said this location's about to have rain for 2 days and then rain and snow. This is just how I've been lighting fires around here, because it's pretty dry. Just hold my lighter right underneath it. Look at how that goes up. Well, Tori found the cabin that we were looking for last night, but it is far away, and considering we lost the trail and all that, I don't think we would have made it there, which actually makes me feel better. I think maybe it's only like 300 meters away, but that's just how broken and exhausted we were. We couldn't find a trail. But pretty much first thing this morning, with a little daylight and a little sleep and a good head on my shoulders, I found the trail, and my concerns of there being pretty much no trail around here, I think, are going to be squashed, because it looks like a fairly well-used horse packing trail, which pretty much ends more or less here and then kind of phases out between here and the next maybe 2 kilometers, and it picks up again into Jasper. Yesterday was a difficult day. We traveled through Glacier Pass and Desolation Pass, which was absolutely beautiful. We were up, how many feet in elevation were we? We were over 4,000 meters easily in elevation. I think 4,500 meters. The air was thin. There was no trees even up there. And then as the night started getting darker, we were walking through bushes all day, which was crazy. And actually, all the bushes ripped the safety off my bear spray. My bear spray fired out, and me and Tori inhaled a little bit of it. Luckily, we didn't get it in our eyes, just to add to the shit show. Then we lost the trail. We walked way too far east, and finally we figured it out. We couldn't find a trail back. We just had to bushwhack and make our way up the river, and then sort of use our GPS to kind of get into the area we thought the cabin was, and we'd follow kind of game trails where we could. And yeah, it was probably the most intense day on record, considering we traveled probably 22 kilometers. And if you count the part where we got lost, 24. So not an easy day at all. Today the plan is to have a shorter day because we are actually ahead of schedule, which is awesome. What's that? We think. Tori's pointing out we think we're ahead of schedule. It is day 5 today.
I think we have 65.
We have 65K left, but today we only have about 14K or so to do because we think that that's going to be a really nice campsite and we really want to stay there. So we're going to have basically 3 short days and 1 really long day left. Our second to last day is going to be a real killer, but we don't need to go that far today. So only 15K today. Wow! We're just gonna pack up here and start moving because we got a lot of ground to cover if we want to finish this trip on time. How's that?
So delicious.
Let me drink some.
It's so cold and so good.
Don't drink too much without treating it. And there is that damn cabin we were trying to look for yesterday. Very beautiful rustic log cabin out here in the wilderness. Not even remotely accessible by road. Man, would it ever been nice to have walked up on the cabin like this last night. I believe travelers are allowed to use these cabins as long as no one else is there. They're patrol cabins, I'm guessing by Forest Services or Ministry of Natural Resources or Wilmore operating staff, if there is any. Look how legit this place is, eh?
It's awesome. Look at this stove here. Holy.
A couple of emergency canned soup, Coleman lantern. Wow. Even some, I'm sure we're not supposed to use this, but there is a couple in case of emergency. A little bit of naphtha. 2 horses muskeg stuck. Neat. What are you doing, huh? Really cool rustic cabin. But unfortunately, we can't stay and we have to truck on. But Wilmore Wilderness is looking just more amazing with every step.
appear that it's dumping rain. But it also appear that we hopefully will no longer have issues finding our trail. Because this here in Wilmore, this is a very old trail used by trappers and horsepackers and things for a long time. And it's very big. So hopefully we'll be able to make better time.
Oh, my boots are so heavy.
I know, from all the mud.
Yeah.
This is like hail and rain, eh?
I know, it's weird. So I have this compass around my neck. Jim told me it's a very important survival tool in case we get lost. It's really good for, navigating. And I have used it every day because there's a mirror on it and it helps me make sure that I still look okay. And I don't have any boogers when Jim turns the camera on me. So it has come in handy after all. What did you want me to do? So we've done about probably 5 kilometers so far. It started raining, freezing rain for a little while, so everything's wet and muddy. We have 10 kilometers the way the crow flies, so it'll probably be another 12 maybe. The trail's pretty straightforward. So far it's pretty good. Easy to follow, nice and wide. So I think we should be pretty good today.
The other thing we came across is this old grave. Obviously someone has stripped those new logs and put the boards, made the little roof and painted it. But in the same style as it would have been done originally when people passed away in the woods. And back in the day when people passed away in the wilderness, they were buried there. I'd like to be buried in the wilderness personally myself.
I can help you with that.
After I die, Tori.
Oh.
Jeez. Hammering rain. All the creeks have come way up. We had to cross this one a bunch of times. I think Tori might have gotten a couple soakers. Oh. No soakers. No soakers. It wasn't that easy though. Come on, Buck. Yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it, babe. No soakers, eh?
No.
That's about as close as it comes to not getting soakers though, eh?
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks.
So we were pushing and we decided, because it was dumping rain and freezing cold out, to stop at another campsite 3K before where we wanted to get to. And we saw a moose. Well, this moose seems to be quite a curious cow moose because she keeps coming up and staring at us. And now we got to camp a while ago and now we see her from our campsite. Do you see her?
Yeah.
Okay, so serious state of panic yesterday. I thought my video camera had broken. It wasn't working. I kept it in the top pocket of my bag, which was supposed to be waterproof, but clearly was not, as it was sitting in a pool of water. So I dried it out by the fire. Yesterday, I wish we could have covered it a little bit better, but it was just freaking dumping ice cold rain, hail, freezing rain. We had to cross a ton of creeks. Both of us got soakers. And then we ended up cutting our day short because we were really cold and soaked to the bone. But we did see a cow moose, which was actually seemed to be curious and checking us out. I got some great footage of that. But yeah, we thought today was going to be an easier day, but we thought yesterday was going to be an easier day, but it ended up just being horrible. We set the tarp up by the fire and got a good fire going despite the heavy rain, and tried drying out what we could, but we just didn't have time to dry everything out. And despite trying to dry sopping wet clothes out, we still didn't get to bed till, I don't know, 11 or something like that. So we're not exactly getting the earliest start. It just hammered rain all night, and both of us were just couldn't sleep because we were just worried, because traveling in that rain is not good. We woke up this morning, there's snow on the mountaintops. It's still really overcast and cold, but it is not raining. My blisters right now are throbbing in my shoes, and you know, usually after I just start using them for a bit, I get kind of used to the pain, and it sort of dulls out a little bit. They're always worse in the evenings and in the mornings. So I'm hoping that subsides. Tori put on freezing cold clothes this morning. And so both of us are feeling a little nervous. I think we're nervous about what the weather's going to be like. We don't have a lot of dry clothes. What we do have left that's dry is so precious, and we're just really keeping our fingers crossed that you know, we're not going to run into any more of that horrific weather. But you know, it looks like it might be very possible considering the kind of day we have outside. So basically, what we're going to try to do today is just get up, eat power bars for breakfast, pack up, and get going, because we got a lot of distance to make if we want to stay on schedule. Time to get her done. Hydrated though, eh? So much delicious melted.
I only have this one glove. It's the glove we use, you know, to move hot wood around, whatever. Even though it's freezing out, it rained all night last night. We had to stop early. You know, today we have to wake up early, put on wet clothes, skip breakfast, only eat a protein bar. It will be worth it in the end, right, Jim?
Why do you think it's still worth it despite all this hard stuff?
We've seen so many beautiful, like we've had so many beautiful days. We had one crappy day yesterday so far. You know, today it's a little chilly, but it's not raining. Thankfully, the sun looks like it wants to come out. So you know, obviously there are some trade-offs. We can't have every day be perfect and sunny and warm. I'm just thankful we weren't at way higher altitude yesterday with that weather, because it's probably snowing where we camped last night. So I don't know, I just think the trade-offs are worth it, you know, like the beautiful scenery, that moose that we got to see yesterday, all this exercise that we're getting, you know, just the country that is, you know, rarely explored, really, I guess. I mean, except for obviously all the Horsepackers, but it'll be a story for us to tell our children and our grandchildren, and it'll be an experience we'll take with us for the rest of our life. So I think, you know, short-term pain is worth long-term gain.
So. It looks like the first signs of people in several days. Looks like smoke and some canvas tents over there. So we were making decent time today, and then we hit this river crossing. We can't really follow the river because it's a bushwhack, and then the river runs straight into the edge of a cliff. And it looks like definitely this trail is crossing the river here. The river is swollen, it's rushing from the endless amount of rain we had, and the water is absolutely freezing cold, and we're concerned because we're cold. But I think we're just going to go for it and hope for the best here. It's not too bad, Tori.
Come on, Bob.
Keep your feet pointed upriver. Keep looking where you want to go. Don't look at the current, it'll make you dizzy. Good boy!
Yay! Oh, you're so good.
Good buck!
Shake, shake.
Shake. What a good boy. Well, that wasn't so bad, was it, Buckaroo? He walked the whole way. That was like nothing.
Buck, come here. You're such a good boy. Okay, we did it. Now let's do it again!
Yeah, that wasn't so bad, eh?
It's horrible.
All right, so our trail went right through a horse packing camp, and people there, they had I think 22 horses, and there's a whole bunch of people camped out with old canvas prospectors tents, and they sort of made a base camp there, and they're helping clear some of the trails around here, and they're obviously doing a great job because the trails have been great here in Wilmore Wilderness. And so me and Tori had lunch there, chatted up, met some of the really friendly, nice people. And first thing right after that, another crossing. This isn't a river, it's just a creek, but it doesn't look like fun. Good boy. Slow, take it slow. Nicely done, that was pro. Tori always complains that the water's really cold. Another river crossing coming up. Oh, it's deep. Like really deep. Oh, man. I don't know about this. This is sketch. This river crossing is really sketch. I'm actually really nervous for Tori right now. I offered to go back and help her get her bag, but she said no because she wants to do it. So if I start to see her fall, I'm going to run out over here on these rocks and I'm going to try to pass her a pole. But I'm a little concerned. Yeah! You did it! That was awesome.
Buck, let's go.
Come on, Buck! Come on!
Come on.
Come on! Come on, Buck! Good boy! Yeah! See, Buck's feet couldn't touch at one point, so what he did, he just let the current carry him a bit, and then he sort of pointed his nose upriver and front ferried a bit into these shallow rocks. Made it across no problem.
That was pretty fun, actually.
It was pretty sketch though, eh?
It was sketchy, yeah, but I don't know, you just have to take your time.
Alright, well now we put our shoes back on and get the hell out of here. That is some wonderfully ice cold, delicious, crystal clear water. Probably shouldn't drink too much untreated, but little's not gonna hurt you. Look at this. How's it going, Tori?
Pretty okay.
What's wrong with you?
I just started having a really bad pain on my hip. Like, I don't know what kind of pain it is, but it just randomly shoots pain down to my leg when I move a certain way. But
How long till camp again? 4K?
probably about a 5K maybe.
You think you're gonna be able to make it there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I put my bag down for a sec?
That's definitely the cabin. Looks pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it's just down a hill. No one's there. We're almost there, Buck. We did it, Tori. We did it. Alberta Forest Services. Ooh. Cozy. So we made it to this cabin, Sulphur Cabin it's called, on the Sulphur River. Beautiful valley. We just came down a steep hill today into the valley, and we're sore and we're a little concerned that tomorrow we have a lot further to go than today, another 7K additionally, and right now we feel like we couldn't have done that, but we'll take it a step at a time. So I'm just getting a fire going here.
It's far and cold.
Oh, you got the water?
Yeah, I should just put it right on there.
Put it right on there. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Of day 7, and we're in Sulphur Cabin here. very long day ahead of us. We're trying to make it 26 kilometers, and that will put us 15K within reach of Grande Cache in the end of our trip. So hopefully 2 days left. But my blisters are sore and infected and swollen, and it's gonna be painful to push 25K on these puppies today. I'll tell you that much right now. Looks like a decent enough day, some clouds, but some blue sky too, so we might get a mix of weather, which is not uncommon for the mountains. So yeah, today we're planning on following the Sulphur River for a ways, and then crossing over a large ridge. So it's going to be a hard trek, and then at the end of it we have to go way up, but of course what goes up must come down, and we have to go way back down. We're just going to try to keep on pushing. We're definitely starting to feel pain in certain areas. We got bruises from our straps, blisters, back aches and stuff like that. Tori's hip started bothering her yesterday, so she can't use her hip strap anymore, which puts a lot more strain on the shoulders. I haven't been able to really use my hip strap for years, so I got a sore right hip. I don't know what's wrong with it. And that puts a lot of strain on the shoulders. I got a deep bruise in one of my shoulders. So yeah, this trip is hard. I think on day 2, we had an out at Rock Lake where we could have bailed and you know, walked 20K back out to a road before going deeper into Jasper and then Wilmore. And we knew at that point, it felt so good, so accomplishing every day to get to where you needed to go. It's almost like the horribleness of pushing and pushing just melts away as soon as you get to camp. And both of us knew that day that, we would have to just absolutely break ourselves to be able to finish this trip every single day. We would have to be completely broken, and that's the only way we're doing it. But we decided not to bail and to keep going, of course. Those Horsepackers we met yesterday weighed our packs. Tori's pack is 55 pounds, mine is 65 pounds. And, Tori took the stove and tent poles and stuff like that the other day too. So, at times our weight has gone back and forth. So, I mean, who knows what we started out at. So, I guess that's about it. Time to get some coffee in us, eat some breakfast, and leave this wonderful cabin behind us and move on to see the next things on the trail. So I put on some moleskin, and underneath I put a dab of this prescription antibiotic. And yeah, you can just see the swelling is all in my ankle, and it's starting to go up my leg a bit. So, I mean, you can get blood poisoning from blisters. So, something that you might want to keep a pretty close watch on. Now I'm just using some tape here. It's really good tape, waterproof adhesive tape here, and this tape is smooth on the outside too, so my sock, when it rubs in my boot, it'll be smooth back and forth, and it's actually a little smoother than duct tape, and it seems to stick better than the duct tape we have too. So all good things.
Wow. What is that?
You don't want to know.
A tarantula?
I disintegrated it, foobarred it.
Wow.
What?
What was that? Like a crunchy ass tarantula?
I don't know, it was just a big spider.
It was crunchy. It was like half beetle,
well, there's
half
also all that
spider.
other that I was crunching there.
Wow, that was like a cockroach spider.
It was. I've never seen one quite that
That
hideous before.
was really traumatizing.
Well, I'm just casting a number 1 MEP spinner here into the Sulphur River, and I pulled out what seems to be a nice sized bull trout. Very exciting. I haven't had much opportunity to fish yet on this trip, but I believe that bull trout are protected here, so I'm going to let this one go, although I would love to eat it. Lots of pep in that guy still. Yes, I caught a fish! Caught a nice fish. Just throwing this fluorescent green MEPS, and it's got this little ball here. Sort of looks like a roe or something like that. Seems to be good for the trout.
Come on, Buck.
Tori and I just took a quick break here. It's 10 after 1, so we're behind where we'd like to be today. But I thought what potentially was a good spot to fish in a nice eddy, but just really not much of an eddy here in the Sulphur River. Not enough current getting hung up, not enough of the current back eddying, and so a few casts caught nothing. You're kind of limited to fish areas of the river that are right off the trail, and you're so gassed you don't really want to walk down the river to explore more when you're carrying 65 pounds for 20k a day. So I was hoping this would be a better spot, but unfortunately no luck here, but hopefully it picks up. This is beautiful Sulphur River country. Oh yeah, that looks like a pretty solid fish eddy right there, baby. Yes. Nice looking bull trout there. Nice bull. Yeah, baby. Here we go. Well, today is shaping up to be pretty awesome. 3 fish in and making good time. So caught a couple nice ones here. Gonna push on. Thumbs up. Sulphur River, Alberta. Awesome place. Tori's just breaking out the blister kit. She's got a small blister starting on her foot. The way the crow flies are about 9.3k the way the crow flies, but of course the trail doesn't go the way the crow flies. So we're a little more ahead than we thought we were going to be, but obviously it's still going to be a tough slog because we have a big uphill. Hopefully this means I get a chance to take a couple casty poos. Wouldn't that be nice? We're doing some serious uphills here, slowing us down. But we're doing it.
We're almost there.
We're almost where?
To the end of the
uphill. What's the ridge that we're crossing called? Apparently we're almost at the top of Hayden Ridge, which means it'll be downhill for the rest of the day, but wow, this is taxing. How far till camp?
Well, 6 kilometers the way the crow flies. What time is it?
It's 10 after 6. We went up and up and up over the ridge, and we're exhausted, but now we're going down and down and down, and we are 3K out of camp for a long 20K plus day today, which will put us 15K outside of Grande Cache tomorrow. I hate those mud bogs. Go on.
We made it to camp. Yeah, it was really hard. Really hard. We're really sore. Broken might be the word once again to use. And the finish point of our trip is definitely within reach. Grande Cache is 15 kilometers away. So if all works, we'll make it tomorrow, but it's still got a tough day ahead. Yeah. Tori's just sitting at the tent and look. She's found a bird's egg. Just sitting right there. I don't know if a squirrel or something stashed it there. Morning, day 8. It is our last day, hopefully. We have 15K to make it to Grande Cache, where our camper van awaits us. Not the nicest sight last night. It was a little anticlimactic since we walked so far until we were absolutely broken once again. Very long, tough day with a lot of uphills. But you know, when you get a fire going and you get your tent set up, it sort of starts to feel like home. And this last 15K, hopefully it won't be too tough. I know the trail will be good. We did get some rain, so there could be a lot of mud. And so that's the plan, is to just pack up. We're actually skipping breakfast today. We're just going to eat some granola that we have left over and some beef jerky, and we're just going to head out. The blister care takes a while, so hopefully I'm not in too much pain today. I took a long time to bandage them up. I'm feeling like it's a long way to go, but that we're going to make it hopefully by, I don't know, 7 or something this evening. But there's always those unknowns because you never know what lies in front of you. It could be ice rain all day. We could start freezing. There could be crossings of rivers that we don't know about. Tons of muddy trail, all sorts of things that could go wrong. So there's always that a little bit of apprehension that goes into it, but I think we'll be fine.
We better be fine because I don't have another day in me.
What's that, Tori?
So we better be fine because I don't have another day in me.
What are you eating right there? Granola. Just add water and it's got powdered milk in it. Do I get some of that? Motoring along here today on day 8, feeling sore. Oh, my shoulder. Oh, you can't see the bruise, but believe me, it's bad. It's not. It's over here. But yeah, so we're just crossing Cowlick Creek right now, and moving on towards town. Hopefully, it's not much longer till we get there. How much further to town, Tori?
7.3 the way the crow flies.
7.3 kilometers the way the crow flies. But of course, this trail does not go the way the crow flies.
It winds a little bit, but not a whole lot.
We're doing all right. And now we're just counting the kilometers down. I see a kind of what might be a good place to fish over there. Tori, can I fish? What's that, honey? Say, I can't hear you. Tori?
Sure.
Sure. She's going like this. Sure. I see a beautiful little pool there, and I wouldn't mind taking a cast. I bet you there'd be some cutthroat in there, but I think we're going to move on because both of us at this point it's been an awesome trip, but it's now we kind of want to get out of here, and I've caught a few fish anyway, so that's what we're going to do.
So we were just walking on the trail. We were about to take a break, and there were a bunch of horses coming towards us, and so we quickly put Buck on a leash. So we pulled over to the side of the trail, and there were about 23 horses coming through, a bunch of pack horses, and yeah,
They're just
the last few of them here.
They're just taking a break here.
A few of them were a little scared of Buck. Yeah, but pretty cool.
Hey guys, how far are we from Grande Cache?
We just painted road for the last hour.
Yeah.
Another hour and a bit.
Okay.
It's not very hilly. You keep it. No.
Right on, that's good news.
Pardon me?
That's good news.
Yeah, you're not very far.
Yeah, we're pretty gassed. We made it. This is day 8 all the way from Jasper, from like the Trans-Canada basically.
Oh, good on you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Where are you going?
We're just going to Grande Cache. We backpack from there, point A to point B, eh?
You try horses next time.
Yeah, we will.
Isn't that the truth? This horse is so cute right here.
The one with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
And the bangs. So cute. They're all so cute.
Cool. 23 horses, eh?
It's wicked.
Look at all of them just have stuff basically, eh?
Buck's our little pack horse. Isn't he?
$2K from Grande Cache. Coming down the home stretch here. Rocky Mountains, baby. Doesn't seem too rocky in here. We're just going through a really wide, well-used trail and a stand of poplar. Thoughts? Thoughts?
Do you think we can call an Uber from here?
No.
Do they have Uber ATV?
No.
Because this is looking like an ATV
They
trail.
did, but the guy grew a 4-inch beard and he's sitting there as a skeleton.
2 more kilometers. 2 more kilometers.
Oh my God, Tori.
We did it. It's a road.
I see a road.
Houses.
I see a house. Oh my God, we did it. I don't believe it. Well, and a loon call to greet us. Look, there's a car, there's a house through there. We still, to walk back to our truck at Wild Blue yonder, still would be a ways, but I think we might try to like call a cab. So, which way do we go? There's a truck and a house and another house and a road. What's that, Tori?
No one kissed the ground.
We did it! Oh God. Yeah! Oh my God. Wow. Okay, now we walk back to town.
Or call a cab. Yay, we did it! You're such a good boy. After 8 days and 100 miles, we had finally completed our trip from Jasper to Grande Cache. Even though our backs were sore and our feet were aching, a part of us was sad that the trip had come to an end. We had navigated our way up steep and rocky terrain, crossed over a height of land, dealt with ice rain, mud, and bugs, and waded across the frigid, rushing current of the Sulphur River twice. In return, we were rewarded with beautiful mountain views, epic waterfalls, an understanding of the history of Wilmore Wilderness, and a deeper connection with the land and each other. Every day was a challenge, the last 3 kilometers always being the toughest, but the fear and doubt melted away almost instantly when we would arrive at camp. Sitting by the fire was as relaxing as the days were long because we knew we had yet again achieved our daily goal. We learned that our bodies are capable of much more once we knew how to push past our mental barriers. In the end, it was the most rewarding trip we had done together as a team. The feeling of accomplishment was exhilarating, and the experience will remain in our hearts forever.